Today we're going to take a look at a pretty common problem that we might have with some of our metal tools. As you can see here, one half of my set of DAPs has become rusty thanks to my 3-year-old and a squirt bottle. So today I'm going to show you how to take care of this problem of rust on your tools. Now, rusty tools are going to be a problem anywhere that there is going to be humidity introduced, whether you live by a coast or whether you're like me and you have a toddler with a squirt bottle. I live in a desert, so rust is not commonly a problem for me, but fortunately I know how to take care of it. And it can happen for any metal tools, so it could be your DAPs, it could be your stamps, it could be punches, anything made of metal when humidity is introduced. Most of these are not made to withstand humidity. And rust is not a problem for your tools. You just want to take care of it. It's not going to affect their ability to do their job at all. So let's take a look at how to clean those up. Now we're only going to need a few things to make this work. Of course, we're going to need our rusty tools, and we will want some quadruple-aught steel wool and a can of WD-40. All right, let's start with the very worst one here, and let's see how nice we can get it. So it's never going to look as nice as a brand new one, but we can make it look a lot better. So let's start with this awful one here. This is going to make a mess, so work someplace that you're not going to be worried about all these shavings that are coming from the steel wool. So I've just got my little piece here, and that's what I'm going to work with when I'm polishing my tool here. So then I'm just going to take my WD-40 and I'm just going to spray a little bit on the rusty spot. I usually like to rest it on the steel wool so that the steel wool can catch any drips and then transfer it back onto the tool that I'm working on. So I'm just going to hit it really quickly with a tiny bit of the WD-40, and that's really all I need right now. I can add more later if I need to. And then once I have this all ready to go, I'm just going to use my steel wool here to just scrub away that rust. It's kind of like washing the dishes. So I'm just going to scrub. Right now, when I first start, I can feel the steel wool sort of gripping the tool, and that's just catching on all of those rusty places. So I'm just going to keep rubbing, and as I work, I can feel it getting smoother. You can already see that some of that rust is disappearing. And we're just going to keep scrubbing. I usually like to keep working in the spot here that had caught all of the WD-40. And it's already looking a lot better. And now that I have this pretty well smoothed out, I'm going to go ahead and take just an old rag here, which I should have mentioned in the beginning. This is just a cut up old t-shirt, and I'm going to wipe away some of that oily rusty goo that was on here to see how I've come along. And you can see that's tons better. I think I'm just going to put a little bit more of the WD-40 on my rack there. And I'm going to go ahead and just rub that on just to make sure it's got a good coating to prevent the rust the next time this happens. And you can do the same thing with your stamps. It's not going to affect the ability of your stamp to make an impression. It's just going to keep it clean and keep that rust from rotting away the metal and the impression that you can get. So here's how it looks once it has been cleaned compared to how they are when they're brand new. You can see there's not a huge difference. It's never going to be perfect again, but it's much better than it was versus one that's just so rusty. And remember, this one was the worst one I had. It was worse than this. So there you go. How to clean your rusty tools.